After postponing the reopening of rail transport, the federal government Wednesday finally commenced operation of the Abuja-Kaduna corridor, which prompted our crew to visit the Kubwa substation in the nation's capital. From the entry point, there is nothing that attracts the eyes as the signpost notifying travelers of the station is pulled down for God knows how long. Passengers driving into the station had a difficult time due to encroachment of erosion, and nothing appears to have been done to remedy the situation. This deposit of used sachet bags welcomed passengers. There has been no adequate preparation for the resumption of train services except for these workers who are trying to give a facelift to the entrance. One wonders what has happened to ensuring best practices where train stations are, as it is done in other climes, a beauty to behold. The Association of Taxi Drivers at the station wants a more befitting working environment.
It's before flood, something like flood like this have not been happening here, because at least we are here now more than 3 or 4 years now, since the sanction of the train particularly. But it's only when we came back this morning we saw the flood have taken over the roads. Because this very place now, we are pleading if government can come to our aid and help us repair the very entrance that led to the car park of this Nigerian Railway Corporation.
Our camera caught a thick bush which is supposed to be car park lots. Poor maintenance of public property has added the rail station, especially that of Kubwa, to its numerous victims. Though passengers were scanty, there is no marking in adherence to the 2-meter distance specified by the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19. Only when the first train departed did we see officials carrying out a symbolic spacing allotment. While passengers were mandated to wear face masks, there was no provision for temperature check, hand sanitizers, or water for hand washing. This intending passenger is thrilled by the reopening of the station as she can reunite with her family again.
I'm not too comfortable when it comes to traveling by road because of the insecurity that has been happening recently in the state. So when I don't know what I was doing online that day, I saw the information that the train is going to work on the 29th. What they told me at home was I should just wait, a lot of people will be there, but I told them that I don't mind. Even if it will warrant me to stand, like seriously, I don't mind. As much as I know if I board the train, I will be safe and comfortable, I don't mind. Rather than going through another stress of road where we will be packed by a lot of passengers. We don't know who is who, most especially now that the virus is something else. We don't know who is who. So I'm not comfortable with the price, but like seriously, for now, I don't mind. At least it will make me to see my family again after a very long time.
The train arrives at Kubwa at Idu at about 7:19 a.m. and passengers are seen boarding as others alight. It left shortly to Kaduna after the boarding process. Abdurrahman Tijani expressed excitement, saying the lockdown of the rail station brought about untold hardship to his fellow taxi drivers.
First and foremost, because most of my drivers, they are not being able to be having their daily needs since a while, almost 4 months, 1 week now, that this thing happened. And the moment you were noticed that next week, which is today, they are going to resume as usual. So I started communicating with my drivers, in which they are all thanking God that they are very happy because today has come to reality.
The Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, should, as a matter of urgency, call the managers of Kubwa Station to order or allow them to make a mess of the legacy he and the President are trying to leave behind. In the coming days, we will visit again to see if there is any improvement on safeguarding the passengers' lives and a more serene environment at the station. Gabriel Kuma, Prompt TV News, Abuja.